Hello and welcome back. In this video, we'll be looking at an introduction to web scraping, right? So what exactly is web scraping? For example, you are going to train a machine learning model that requires like thousands and thousands of data. You cannot be going to each and every website, copying them, compiling them, and that is a very tedious and laborious process, and it is a very inefficient method also, as it takes a lot of time and effort from your side. So what is web scraping? Web scraping is a method in which we can derive data from a website, okay, directly from the website onto your file, and this file can be of any format. It can be a CSV file, it can be in the form of PDF, Excel, or text, right? Once you have the API, or there are certain packages available in Python that we can use to go open the URL and extract all kinds of information from the website. But there are certain challenges with respect to the websites, right? So for example, if a website contains sensitive information about, let's say, personal information about people, for example, if I'm going to, let's say, scrape from Facebook or something, so inside Facebook there is not only public data, but there is also personal data of other people, right? So I cannot use web scraping on websites like Facebook or Instagram, where it is where personal identification details are there and it is very sensitive, right? So there are a lot of ethics and limitations to this particular practice. So what you do to overcome all that and to make sure that whatever you're doing is perfectly legal and it's perfectly all right is always use a public API. So APIs are nothing but application program interface. So whenever you want to connect to applications, like for example the code that you're writing and the information available in the internet, so if you're going to connect them, use a public API. Public APIs are APIs provided by the companies that give all the informations that are readily available for the public, right? And if the data you are looking for is not available through an API, it can always be scraped, but please refrain from such actions, as it may be considered as breach of security or breach of data policy that the company has, right? And also certain websites have certain mechanisms to prevent web scraping so that their information cannot be sold for commercial value. For example, we have websites that have retail data about houses, plots and everything. So if I take that data and I can create my own website and I can put that data there and promote my website as the source of that particular information, now that is something that the company would not like it, because they are the original source of information and I'm just copying them. But if I'm able to market it better, and my company or my fake website will have more views, and it will take the business away from the initial company. So to prevent such commercial losses of companies, so companies protect their data by using logins and also by using a captcha, right? So we all have come across captchas in our daily lives when we are searching the internet. So captchas is basically to prevent web scraping bots and programs to scrape data, because web scraping and bots will already have a pre-programmed set of instructions to do, and without passing the captcha they cannot move to the next step, right? So this is when the difference between human and a robot comes to place. So every time you click a captcha, it asks that I am not a robot, right? So that is the meaning. If it is a robot, it will not know that there is a captcha. It will keep looking for information in the website and it will not be able to program any further. So that is the limitations and ethics concern when it comes to web scraping, right? So web scraping has huge potential, and at the same time it needs to be used very carefully and very with concern and with consideration to people's sensitive data and data privacy policies of companies, right? So hope you understood what is basic of web scraping, right? Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll meet in the next one.